a few things that we haven't done in a while. We haven't played synthwave music in a bit. I've just been doing lo-fi recently. We haven't done FTO recently. And we also have not done, we also have not had hazelnut coffee recently. So 3 things that we're going back to. We're going back to that norm, I guess. And oh hell yeah, I love this song. Anyway, so today is FTO Friday. This is the first weekly FTO Friday. Now that I'm finally doing what's it called? Like themed streams weekly. CS timer. Let's open up CS timer. So the way it's gonna go, I believe, is it's gonna be Small Puzzle Sunday, which is basically just gonna be the Pyraminx day. Oh, my S's are weird. It's just gonna be the Pyraminx day because I don't know if I want to solve the other 2, but we'll see. For now, it's just the Pyraminx day. Then it'll be Minx Monday, so Gigaminx and Megaminx, and maybe a little Killaminx, but I don't like Killaminx that much. Titan Tuesday for the 11x11. Or maybe if I ever get like a Terraminx or like a bigger puzzle than the 11x11, I'll do that on Titan Tuesday. And then I guess it'll be Weird Wednesday next, which will just be any WCA puzzle that's weird or any odd method. Hello, Mike. Haven't seen you in a while. Or like, has it been a while? It's been at the very least a week. I don't remember. Time is weird, man. Time is so weird. Once again, I forgot that the session for FTO. Yeah, sorry, I was busy. No need to apologize. I'm just saying what like I observe, I guess. Like I'm not your teacher. This isn't like cubing class. You could come whenever you want. So anyway, so it's gonna be Weird Wednesday, which is just like either I solve a 3x3 weird or I do like a weird puzzle or something. And that'll be just anything that's not the norm will be that Wednesday, because that's like keeping the alliteration up, I guess. Hang on. Yesterday was 3x3 Thursday, which is pretty self-explanatory. It's just solving a 3x3 like on Thursday or doing 3x3 practice. However, plot twist, 3x3 shape mods are also allowed if I want to. I don't know. I'm just doing that for the sake of variety, you know? So 3x3 Ghost Cube, Master Morphics, Mirror Blocks, all of those are allowed on 3x3 Thursday. And then today is FTO Friday, which means I get to solve my favorite puzzle again. And also tomorrow will be Square One Saturday, some more Yoyleberry stuff. Anyway, this is a hand scramble, I believe. I just kind of opened up my cube bag with my FTO in it, and it turned out like this. I don't remember who scrambled it or if I did absentmindedly or what the deal is, but we're just gonna use this as our first scramble because I'm too lazy to solve without timing it right now. Here, let me also drink some coffee. Oh, we're a few solves away from our first average of 100. Nice. Or like first timed average of 100 rather. I'm sure I've solved it 100 times that weren't timed, you know? Which I mean, I guess you could only have an average of 100 if it's timed, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so we have these 2 that can make a large trap, and then these 2 that can make a small trap. Oh god. I spoke about my main 3x3s yesterday, and if I were to do that, if I were to do the same thing with the FTO, the list would be much shorter. It would just be this cube. Anyway. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah. I just want to quickly, I guess, give a shout out to my uncle, my uncle Cliff, who started watching my streams. He's the first family member I have to actually watch my streams and to talk to me about them, and it felt really good because like, oh hang on, what's going on here? Okay, we need red purple. Okay, yeah, so it's one thing to talk to someone about streams and to be like, oh yeah, I saw your stream, I liked it, and then say nothing else. But it's another thing to actually like say like, oh yeah, I saw your stream, like here's like the parts that I liked and like this, and then I remember you saying this and that, and I'm like, that told me that he really paid attention, and it made me happy. Hello Ryan the Saiyan, Cube. Oh, you added Cuber to your name. Now you're Ryan the Saiyan Cuber. Is that like, I guess that's now like the new theme of your channel, huh? Like now you're, like have you gone like specifically toward cubing videos, I guess? I don't know what I'm doing for, oh god, my what's the word? My TCP or like my last layer or last three triples is rough right now. Okay, so because I'm out of practice. Okay, so if we do U prime and then, oh god, is it this one? Sweet. Okay, 2:14:38. So not great, but we're getting back into it. Hang on, what does the stream look like right now? That looks weird. Oh, it's just my arm. I saw something weird out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? Okay. Can I just say, the last 4 triples, like last bottom triple into last 3 triples of that last solve, it took me 1 minute and 15 seconds to do. So that's really bad. You could theoretically do that entire step in 2 algorithms. Hey, Joda209, I'm really glad that you could catch the stream. Good to see you again, man. I haven't seen you since like one of my first streams, so it's great to have you back. Welcome back. I'm almost on the second layer of my ghost cube. That's awesome. I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but I may do ghost cube at some point on the stream as well. Now I have like a little naming system for each puzzle, or like what I'm gonna do each day. Okay, anyway. Now what? Oh yeah, next scramble. Okay, I know that I need, yeah, I didn't have much time lately, but I finally finished writing down algs for UZBLL, so I'm gonna grind tomorrow. That's awesome. Like, good luck with UZBLL. Like, honestly, ZBLL, in my opinion, the best time to learn it is when you have nothing else going on. Because I had nothing going on at the end of my semester, this past semester. Like, everyone else had finals. I did basically all writing classes. So I didn't have any finals. I had essays I needed to write before finals, but then after finals was free. Or like during finals was free, so I had nothing. And because of that, I learned a lot of ZBLL at that time. Looking back, I mean, I don't want to say it was a bad choice to learn ZBLL, but the thing is, I ended up not using it. Now I'm doing like ZZD again. So maybe I should have just learned CPLS instead. I would have been finished with CPLS actually. Cause wait, how many? It's 72 cases. Okay, maybe I wouldn't have been finished with CPLS. Cause 72 cases for like TZBLL if I remember correctly. And then CPLS is how many cases? Like 120. So I'd be about 75% done because I already know like 10 to 20 of them, so I would have 90 of them down. Okay, anyway. Let's start this scramble. We have like a fake trap over here. We have what do we got here? Okay, we could make a large trap on purple and then continue right there. Wait, hang on. Before I start, I'm gonna read comment. I find it kind of funny that I kind of can solve the ghost cube, but not a normal 3x3 considering they're the same thing. Wait, you can't? Wait, you can't solve the normal 3x3? Like you've never done it before? Wait, that's strange. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm saying it's interesting how you went for other cubes before you went for a 3x3. Anyway. Okay, now we got that. Can I just say, okay, one thing I just remembered, that I just thought of is, why is every event in the WCA have 15 seconds of inspection time? Like, it's kind of ambiguous, you know? Like, I mean, it works out. It works well. But I would have thought that they'd assign like a different amount of inspection for different puzzles, but it's always 15 seconds. Oh god. Pink. Wait, what? Huh? What's going on? I solved something wrong. Okay, I just swapped the edges. Okay, again, I'm out of practice. This is not going very well. Oh boy. GPL, yeah. We have an entire party going. Everyone's coming on to see FTO. Glad to have you back, though. Okay. Now we got, oh god. This? No, I shouldn't have done that. Is it like, no. Like that. And then U prime. Cause it would have been 10 seconds for 2x2, 15 for 3x3. 2x2ers would be complaining. They did it so there's no debate, you know. Yeah, like, no, but I guess what I'm saying is, how long ago were those applied, you know? Like, how long ago did people say, okay, this is the amount of inspection time you get? Because I feel like, one looking at 2x2 is like relatively new. Like, I don't want to say new because there are some new things in cubing. Like, there's some very new things, but well, according to the math, it takes 5 seconds to solve at the edges. No, but that would mean that would take 5 seconds to inspect the edges rather. I mean, come to think of it, that would be... Actually, wait, no, that wouldn't work. Never mind. Because that just made me think of, like, one looking a 3x3, and I was like, hey, what if you were to one look the 2x2, and then one look the edges? The way you would have to do that is to do some weird, like, do Rowan's weird, like, 2x2 reduction method. That would even take longer, so let's not even go there. 149 97. But I guess yeah, but no, but what I'm saying is if you were to one look the 2x2 and then one look the edges, you need to solve it in a way that preserves the edges. So it's just 3 blind at that point. But it's 3 blind but impossible because you can't preserve the edges while doing a 2x2 while doing, okay, I don't know. Yeah, 3 style. But I guess what I'm saying is I don't feel like, I mean, nowadays, now that short events have like a huge one-looking culture, it's a good thing that it's like 15 seconds rather than like 10 seconds, because that would make it super difficult and like probably not very enjoyable. But when it comes to, oh wait, hang on. I just remembered I forgot to turn off the coffee maker. Okay, anyway. When it comes to, I don't know what that beeping noise is. I keep getting interrupted, god damn it. But when it comes to like an event that's longer, like let's say Mega Minx, I don't know. Like why didn't they apply more inspection time to that? I mean, I don't think you would need more inspection time, but I just feel like it was arbitrary. Yeah, if you think about 10 seconds would be a super short time and 20 seconds would be very long, so they got gone in between. Yeah. Seriously, what the heck is that beeping? Okay, we're just gonna have to deal with it. Anyway. 149.97, I wrote that down. UBR. Where does the beep come from? I genuinely don't know. I have no idea what that even is. Oh, I know what it is. I found it. I've mystery solved, guys. The refrigerator was open. And the reason why I didn't know that is because, like, my old fridge made, like... Do you know the sport wiffle ball? If yes, do you like it? Wiffle ball is isn't it the thing where you have the, like, a ball, like a hollow, like, plastic baseball on a tee, and then you hit it with a plastic bat? Are there any other rules? Like, what's the difference between that and t-ball? I honestly, I just think that, okay, I'm not a big sports guy, right? But I think, baseball, okay, I lost track of where we were in the scramble. Wait, did I finish the scramble? No, I didn't. I lost track of where we were. I think we're on the second row, no. Anyway, I think, I'm not a big sports guy, but I think that baseball is probably one of the coolest sports in my opinion. Because I feel like, I'm just thinking about it. I feel like sports could often be boiled down to get ball to other side or keep ball from touching ground. But baseball like combines like different aspects of those like 2 types of sports, you know? Anyway, let's get back to solving. But I need to figure out where I was in this hecking scramble. I think I was over here. Let's just pretend I'm over here. Okay. What do we got? Hang on. I'm just gonna... Oh boy. I think I could make... No. Okay, I think I could make a trapezoid using these pieces, because that's all I can see right now. And then... royalty-free synthwave music just doesn't hit the same. It doesn't hit the same as like regular synthwave music. But anyway, I guess to finish my point from before, baseball is really cool, and I guess by proxy, wiffle ball is cool. I guess also another rant I want to bring up, or like a ramble. I never grew up in like a sports like household, so I don't really understand the whole culture of like getting super depressed once your team loses. Like people like really get into it. And then like I've met people who are like, okay, my mood is gonna depend on how good my sports team does, and I'm like, but why? Like I'm not saying like you can't control your feelings, so I'm not gonna judge you for it. But like, why is it that important? I just don't understand. I've just never grown up in an environment where sports is that like that important to people. Okay, 14300. Oh, that's a 5. 14300. There we go. One sport that I do follow, or at least I did follow, were like the marching arts, like DCI, WGI. Yes, I will count that as a sport. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. If they lose, I have no idea why it's so important. Yeah. I won't judge them for it. But anyway, DCI, WGI, I will count them as sports because I've been inside of... I have marched drum corps in both the front ensemble and the drum line before, and it's taxing. So yes, it is a sport, fight me. There is a competition element, therefore it is competitive, which can be a sport. Screw you if you don't think so. No, just kidding. But like, and like the different groups are honestly like sports teams. I mean, it's not the same idea because like people, it's not like people support their local group. It's like people support whichever group they like the most. And then even then, the only sport I follow is speed cubing. Yeah. Even then, like people are still friendly toward each other in the sport. It's like there isn't really any huge competition or like competitive attitude when it comes to DCI, WGI, because like it does. I mean, like there's a big competition, but I'm saying like people have very good sportsmanship in that activity. So, and one big thing is, even then, I don't really care what group wins or loses. Like, I root for certain groups, but at the end of the day, I don't think scores matter that much, and I think everyone performs very well. Anyway, white trap, easy to make. Okay. But I haven't been following it recently because like ever since COVID, it's been harder. Like I don't know. I've been like less like in the loop when it comes to like the marching arts, and then since I got cut this summer from drum corps, once again from a corps that I've marched before, which really hurt even more. I just haven't really been as interested. Like, I've just sort of been thinking like, I don't really care about drum corps right now. Like they'll do whatever they do, and then I'll watch the groups that I like and nothing else. Last year, the only thing that I ever watched during the season was the Boston Crusaders drumline. Like, I didn't even watch any shows from 2022. I only watched the Crusaders drumline. Okay. 117.69. I definitely have some type of advantage when it comes to this. No idea how to solve that thing. It seems like a mode, I'm assuming that's supposed to say mod, of some N by N maybe? No, it's not actually. It's similar, the main method, which is the method I'm using. I'm not using any crazy method, I'm using the most popular method. It's called the Ben Cisco method, and people often compare it to Yao. But you can compare it to Yao because like you solve the hexes sort of like 4x4 centers, and then you solve triples like edges, but the ending is nothing like any 3x3. The ending is honestly, it gets more algorithmic the faster you want to go, but it can be intuitive because look, I just did a single like sledgehammer type move or hedge slammer, and I affected none of the first layer. So it's its own puzzle. It's not really an N by N. Yeah. If you want to know more about it, Rowan, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but the YouTuber named Rowan made a video last year called The Face-Turning Octahedron is a Weird Puzzle. I think that's what it's called. And that's actually what got me into FTO solving. Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so I don't want to butcher it. Oh, wait. That's supposed to be a D prime. Oh, wait, no. We're up to here. And then it's U prime, D prime, F. But yeah, last year, I got into FTO stuff immediately after I wanted to try Curvy Copter. So I thought okay, Curvy Copter looks cool. I want to see what that puzzle is like. And then Rowan made his video on FTO a week later, and I'm like, curse you, Rowan. And now I want to do FTO. And since then, I barely did any Curvy Copter, and I did a lot of FTO. It wasn't that, I wasn't really that interested in Curvy Copter to begin with. I think I was interested in it before I learned how to solve it, and then after I did, I was like, I don't think I care enough. Curvy Copter is a very difficult puzzle, so it's one of those puzzles where you have to be committed to. Square one in a way. Square one solvers are super serious when it comes to the puzzle. I'm not saying that you need to be serious about square one to solve it, but I'm saying the people who solve square one, they solve square one. Rowan is the guy that is really into that 4-dimensional shenanigans. Yes, exactly. He's also into method development and weird puzzles and stuff. I think his videos are really good. He deserves to be more popular. I want to use, like, he made a tutorial like how to develop your own method. I want to use it to make a method for FTO, but I don't know what my method would look like. I mentioned last time it would be sort of like Ben Cisco, or like it literally would be Ben Cisco because I'd have the same thought process or a similar thought process to Ben. But the thing is, I feel like it's also very likely to be like a corners first type method, which would basically be like maybe a slightly optimized cage method, which isn't very good. Uh, 110.19. Yeah, my white layer is definitely better than the rest of it, but I like color neutral solving. He recently uploaded a video about simulators, and there are puzzles that twist with corners. I saw that in my recommended. I haven't watched it yet. Speaking of a corner twisting puzzle, my friend recently, he like last week, he came by my house and to show off like 14 cubes that he got for his birthday. And a lot of them were cubes I already solved. A few of them were shape mods that I haven't seen before, but like I knew how to solve them because it's a 3x3 basically. But one of them in particular was the Dino cube, which I've never touched before that point. And it was a fun, even though it was a very easy puzzle to solve, like, and I mean very easy, it was an intriguing puzzle for me. And it was a lot of fun when I was just kind of fiddling with it. At first I tried to solve it kind of like a Scube, like I tried to do weird like things. I thought that because it had 3 layers and it was corner turning with like 8 axes, I thought I could solve it like an FTO. I couldn't. It turns out I was just overthinking it and I needed to do layer by layer, and then it was very easy. Oh wait, no, it was B, F prime, BR prime, F, B prime? Yeah. Oh wait. Yes, I do. I'm a square one solver. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't read that comment earlier. I didn't notice it. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like curvy copter solvers are like square one solvers, in the sense that they get serious. Okay, free trapezoid on pink. I think a pretty easy hex. I still don't know like what the most optimal finger tricks for this puzzle are. And then, nope. Ah, God, I have an itch on my nose. Okay, oh God, wait, where's the... Oh, it's that I'm so stupid, okay. I have 3 rounds of Squan in 2 weeks, and I'm looking to get into the top 50. Like, at the competition or, like, worldwide? Because, like, I genuinely don't know. Like, I don't know what level of, like, Squan you're at. Okay. Worldwide, I'm pretty decent. That's cool. That's sick. Do you use Vandenberg or Lin? Or some other weird method? But I assume that you use one of the two, because if you used like Squuction, I feel like you'd be famous right now. Like super. Oh god. I use Vandenberg because Lin is Lin, lol. I don't know. I personally like Lin more than Vandenberg. Like, I've tried Vandenberg many times. What kept me from doing it each time was just D-layer algorithms, like D-layer PLL. I was like, man, do I really gotta do this? Hang on. I am so rusty with this puzzle. $228.16. So yeah, that's not great. In a few weeks, I'm gonna be going to a competition. You should see it. There's some interesting turns you could do in those simulations. I'll check it out at some point. Oh man. What was I gonna say? I'm gonna do Square One in a few weeks, and I'm kind of worried about it because I learned Yoilberry. I now know how to do Yoilberry without ever going into cube shape. But am I gonna make cutoff? I don't know. I'm definitely under the time limit, but there's a large chance that I'm gonna get 2 solves and they're gonna be like, all right, see ya. But we'll see. Joda, okay, before I read your comment, I read the first sentence. I'm just gonna say that you are playing a dangerous game, man. You're gonna summon Ryan Hudgens, and then you're not gonna summon him happy. He's gonna eat you, man. He's gonna be mad. Anyway, now let me read it. It's, Lin is just not optimal, man, and even with basic 5-look Vandenberg, you can get sub-6 officially with Braden did. Top Lin users. Ryan, I had a combo with him and destroyed him. I don't know. Like, I mean, you could, I mean, I didn't witness the combo, so I don't know. All I know is he had a lot. Okay, I guess my question for you is your argument based on based on cube theory and or is it based on like observation and slices per second? Because the same argument could have been made for Rue, or like against Rue, I guess, if it's just based on observation. But I don't want to doubt you. Like you know better than I do, but okay, anyway, we got those. I just personally, I have a strong opinion that no one knows what the hell they're talking about when it comes to cube theory. The only way to, I mean, there's ways of telling like, okay, this cubing method is better in this way and this cubing method is better in this way. Like, You could tell that just by observing, right? But you can't say this cubing method is objectively better without doing statistical tests. And we don't have large enough sample sizes to do fair statistical tests with every method. So like you can't convince me that one method is better or another method is better without showing me the data, I guess. And no one has any. No one has ever done a test where it's like, okay, how many people get fast with this method? How long does it take them to get fast with this method? What are, like, I don't know. Here, what? Sorry, I need to figure out what algorithm I'm doing. Okay, it's this one. Okay, 122, 72, not bad. Like, the way that you need to do it is you need to have a sample size proportional to the amount of people who use each method. And keep in mind, this is coming from someone who has a D in statistics. So I'm not very good with statistics, but I'm just going to try to remember what I learned in class. And yeah. So you need a sample size proportional to like how many people use a given method. You need to come up with a success. Like, you need to come up with what a success would look like in a method. Does it look like learning the method fast? Does it look like getting past a certain time? Like, does it look like being in the top 50% with the whole pool of people? Like, what does that look like, you know? Like what does all of that look like with the method? And then, because, okay, 3-look Vandenberg can be very good, but I've observed like people solve with Vandenberg who are top, and like their pauses are really big. So like a pauseless solve where you're looking ahead the entire time might be faster than pausing in between each algorithm. But anyway, what I'm saying is, you need to figure out what a success looks like, and then you need to do a statistical test to see how many quote unquote successes are in each method. And that's how you tell if a method is good. You don't tell a method is good by going, okay, so this method has regrips, this one has bad moves, this one has too many moves, and this one is bad look ahead. Like, that is not a good way of telling what method is good, because you're not giving that method the attention it deserves. You are looking at the method in the worst possible form and saying this is a bad method without any optimizations. So TLDR or TLDL, too long didn't listen, people don't know what the fuck they're talking about when it comes to cube theory. And until you do statistical tests, I won't believe you. Because, like, people said the same thing about OPA with 4x4. And then people took the time to develop it or, like, find a better method of recognition and then got good with it. Or with ZZ, for example. One of the drawbacks of ZZ is people thought that the inspection time was impossible. But now we do things like, now we do things like CSP in Square One or OPA in 4x4. We do harder inspection than ZZ. So now the problem with ZZ inspection is too hard is gone. It's now easy in comparison to some things. So the thing is, a lot of the information people give to say this method is bad is entirely subjective. It's entirely based on opinion or observation, and yeah. Anyway, sorry about that rant. Let me read your comments now. It's just not optimal. With 5 look Vandenberg, you got sub 6 officially. Lin users get 72 algs done and they sub 6 average officially. Okay, yeah, you destroyed Ryan. Basically, 3 look Vandenberg is more optimal with slices and to be honest, easier to recognize cases than Lin. Could potentially be better. I will give you that. But there would have to be some crazy pseudo blocks and the record would be really hard. But you also have to pause with Lin because the second block, top level, is purely algorithmic. I mean, true, but how big is the? I guess okay. I don't want to get into it because if I argue with you about cube theory, then that'll counteract my entire point. But like, I guess the question, I don't know. I don't want to get too deep into it. And I'm not saying, okay, my argument wasn't to stay ignorant and to not have any arguments. My argument was to like scientifically figure out what method is better through statistics, as opposed to observing quote unquote cube theory and saying this is better because I say so. Cough, cough. Never mind. Where the hell am I? Okay, there we go. Anyway, if I ever do stream highlights, that's definitely going to be its own highlight. That like whole rant about statistics, that's definitely enough to be its own highlight. $147.44. Okay. If you're somehow able to plan both blocks for Lin and inspection and have good PLL +1 recognition, it could be on the same level as OBLP, PBL. I will say, I'm just gonna quote again. I don't know much about square one, so I can't really say much about each method. But I will say one thing that Ryan mentioned is Lin has the potential to be a 2-look method because if you like could predict. Like I forget exactly what he said, but he said something about like predicting blocks or predicting one block in an inspection. So then, or no, but that would still be a 3-look method. So I don't know what he was talking about actually. But I guess he was talking about something about like predicting blocks and stuff. Oh, I accidentally started my timer. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, but Vandenberg has proven to look, really? Oh yeah, OBL prediction was already proven possible. I actually didn't know that. That is that new? Because when last time I was in the Square One community, so to speak, OBL prediction was still being like developed, you know? So like it's now a thing? That's awesome. Bro, yeah, no, but that's the thing. I haven't been in the Square One community for like since 2022, dude. Like I've been away from like, I mean, sure, I've been like doing Yoilberry stuff, but I haven't been like communicating with other people in the community since 2022. I've been out of the loop, man. Okay, anyway, easy, very easy hex. Oh god, and I locked up. I have to not turn fast with this thing because I keep locking up whenever I try to. Anyway, now we have white. Oh god. Okay, there we go. Awesome. What is this? It's this one. Okay, 122.69. Nice. Anyway, it's getting late here because it's in Europe, so I'm gonna go. Have a good stream, man. Yeah, no problem. I hope you have a good rest. Sleep is very important. A lot of kids in my class in college, they go like, "Oh man, I only got 2 hours of sleep," and I'm like, "Bro, how do you function, man?" When I was in high school, I got like 5 hours of sleep every day, and that wasn't enough. I didn't feel like a real person. I felt like non-corporeal, I guess. It was not healthy. So yeah, get some rest, make healthy choices. Yeah, 122.69. Imagine a stickerless FTO. We don't have to imagine that. People have made it. It's what's it called? It was made by Chewy's Custom Puzzles, like the Jason guy from Chewy's Custom Puzzles. Although he stopped making them, I don't know why he stopped making them. I heard he stopped making them because people were complaining, but I don't know if that's the real reason. So don't quote me on that. I don't wanna like slander him or anything. But speaking of stickerless FTO, I guess, or like FTO is one of the few puzzles that, or like, is one puzzle that I really want to make a force cube of. If they ever make a stickerless FTO, I want to make it a force cube so that way I can have my color scheme. Also, like putting the puzzle aside for a second, would you guys be interested, because I just thought of this, would you guys be interested in a force cube stream? Because I really want to make force cubes. What about it being made by cubing companies like GAN or Moyu? Then it would be way too expensive. But I'm picturing an F being made by Yushin first, or like a smaller company that would have for like $5-10, maybe $10-15. I don't know. And I could make a force cube out of that. But anyway, would you guys enjoy a force cube stream? Because I want to make force 3x3s at some point, and then force megaminxes. If I do a force megaminx, I might get like, I don't know, I might get the Yoo-Hoo 12 times, or I might get something else. It will be very expensive, but I may do it. I may do it if I have the money to spare, you know? It'll be fun. Yes, you are interested? Okay, sweet. I'll keep that idea in mind for the future. Anyway, free trapezoid on purple. This is why I'm color neutral, because of these free trapezoids. And then we could do... Oh god, okay, this might be a little more challenging. Okay, if I do an what would this be? RB prime or BR prime? I forget what the notation you use for actual solves is on the FTO. Sweet. Okay, now we need to shoot the red into there, and then I haven't been able to find the clip. I saw someone do the clip on like a cubing memes video or like a cubing reaction video of the YouTuber, or the streamer rather, Laser Monkey, yelling at his chat about joking about eating lube. Like I haven't been able to find that clip, but I found it, like it was on like a memes compilation, and I haven't been able to find it since. He's like, chat, it is not funny that you're joking about eating silicon lubricants. Like something like that. Okay, so that's a U prime into this algorithm. 112.30, okay, we're improving. I hope that my rant about statistics didn't drive anyone away, because I feel like that was a good 10 minutes of me talking about cube theory and stuff. So people have the option to get sub 1 second clock solves, and I think they may get it removed from the WCA events. Wait, really? No way, what? Dude, that's crazy. Oh man, I don't know how to feel about that. Cause on one hand, okay, so there's part of me that thinks like, ooh, yes, getting an event removed means that we could gain an event. Like, I don't know, there's one part of me that's like that, but another part of me that's sad, because I was talking about how much I like, or not how much I like clock, but how cool I think clock is, like, as a concept. It is the one WCA event that requires math, and I think that's pretty funny. Also, that means I don't have any reason to solve clock now, because one of the reasons I got it, or one of the reasons why I learned how to solve a clock, and the reason I got a clock, is because I was like, Okay, now I'll hang on, B prime F BR prime D prime BR D. One of the reasons I got a clock is because I thought, okay, this is one of the WCA events, and I want to learn how to solve every event eventually. Eventually, that's kind of funny. But if clock isn't a thing anymore, then there's like no reason, or I mean, like there's less of a reason for me to solve it. That's like sad. It's a method where you inspect the behind and memorize how it looks, then you just do the cross from the behind, and then front cross, easy corners, all that sub 1. Like, you say that, but it's challenging to do. It's not free. It's like... Wait, wasn't it that, what was it called? The weird panels thing where you have, like, these, like, flipping panels? Like, oh yeah, Rubik's Magic. Rubik's Magic is what it was called. Isn't it that the Rubik's Magic people literally discovered, like, the devil's algorithm for that? And then they were like, okay, it's banned. Like, clock doesn't have the same problem. It's a challenging puzzle to, like, do fast. So I'm surprised that they would remove it. I think I can make a trapezoid out of this. Yeah, okay. Oh god. There's a chance you won't see clock in the far future as a WCA event. Aw, man. I mean, I don't really care that much because I was never really a big clock person, but it's just sad. It's just sad to hear, man. Anyway. But I mean, I guess that, again, that gives more of a chance for FTO to become a thing. Because they removed an event in, like, what was it, 2018, 2019, something like that. They removed an event, and then the last time they added an event was, like, 2014. So removing events may convince people to add new events, you know? I feel like I could have done a commutator there. But I don't know. Okay, here we go. $134.63. Okay, starting to get pretty consistently sub 2. Same for FMC because both of those got too low solutions and are not spectator friendly. FMC I don't feel as bad about. Like, I think it's a pretty cool event, but I just never really enjoyed it that much. I think FMC for me is cool in breaking down cube theory. Like, it's cool to see people, like, try to solve it in the, like, the least amount number... Oh, geez. I just noticed something. This. My, Tornado V3 has a missing piece. That's new. I guess I hope I find it soon, because that's not great. Okay, anyway, what was I saying? It's cool to break down cube theory with it. Here, let me get another cube out, so that way I could just mess around with that instead. It's cool breaking down cube theory, because it's cool seeing people, like, do edge orientation and then domino reduction and then, like, doing some weird things with the cube in order to solve it in few moves. Because, like, you never see that, you know? 1 out of 5, it came broke. No. It didn't. No, this is a cube I had for like about 6 months now. This didn't come broken. But I don't know where the piece fell out. That's upsetting. Wait, could I just swap? Wait. Is it possible I could just swap the edge with my other Tornado's edge? I could just do that. Like I have a Tornado V3 standard, so which I never use. So I could just swap the white blue edge with that one. Yeah, I'll just do that later on. But this one, it was the same setup, sure. So, oh, what was I gonna say? What was I saying? Yeah, it's just one of the things that blew my mind, because I got into FMC briefly in the winter when I had wrist issues. One thing that blew my mind is the what's it called? The technique NIS, like which is normal inverted scramble swap. Okay, this was not a good idea. I hang on, I'm not good with domino reduction. There we go. Okay, domino reduced. I don't know why I needed to do domino reduction to talk about domino reduction. But anyway, let's put that aside. So NIS is when you have a scramble, you do part of the solve, and then you write what you solved, and then do the scramble. You write it down backwards. And then if you do the moves that you did to solve it backwards and the scramble backwards on the same cube, you get the exact same, you get the same thing that you solved, but yes, NIS. You got the same thing that you solved, but then a different case for the unsolved stuff. And it just blew my mind that that's how that worked. Like how you could literally just undo everything and then get an entirely different solution. I'm like, wow. Okay, yeah, I wrote that down. Today is a very rambly day. I keep like putting aside my FTO and to talk about things. But yeah, I wish that there was like a way to apply NIS to like other solving things. Like, I mean, I guess it's like really, NIS is really about writing stuff down and then like reversing your scramble. But I feel like it would be so cool. It would be so cool if like imagine if a speed solver started solving, like someone was doing CFOP, right? And then they got down to their third pair and they're like, oh wait, but I'm gonna do OLL now. And then people would be like, what? Why are you doing OLL? What does that mean? And it's like, now I'm gonna do PLL. And it's like, but you're not even done with F2L. And then they do that. And then they solve their last 2 pairs and then the cube is solved. Imagine if they did that. That would be sick. Okay, okay, now we have I guess that kind of goes back to what I was saying before about method development. Is maybe I could use some type of, I mean, I guess there isn't really any use in using FMC or like cube theory to solve an FTO in order to figure out what method to use or like what to use for, okay, I don't know what I'm saying. But anyway, I guess back to FTO solving. I do really want to come up with a method Not necessarily for the sake of speed, not for the sake of like because I think, oh, I could make a better method. No, I just feel like I like it when puzzles have a variety of different methods that you could use to solve them. Like even if I make a bad method on FTO, it's still another way you could solve it, you know? Oh boy. Let's do pink green. Oh god. What the hell? Okay. Ugh. Aha! No! Wait, no, I want to do it this way, so that way I could get this. This solve is much slower for some reason. Okay, 157.83. Hang on, I have to use the bathroom again. Or like, not again, but you know, like, could I put Duke down in front of the camera? Is that visible? Just about. Okay, yeah, so, here. 1 second, I'm gonna just type in, oh god. No, 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 okay, in the bathroom. Okay, and then I'm gonna put Duke in front of the camera. Oh god. And now you could just talk to my Squishmallow while I'm gone. Hello, I'm back. You seem really heavy. What's your diet? Cause I want to be fluffy like you. I don't know. Guess he goes hunting when I'm gone, so I don't know what he eats. Anyway, yeah, I'm back. Anyway, let's do some more solves. Like, last Christmas, I got like a bunch of cubes, but honestly, Duke might be my favorite Christmas gift of, 2022. But okay, he's just so cute and fluffy, and I love him. In a past stream, I think I brought this up a couple of times. I put Duke in front of the camera when I went to the bathroom. I had 0 people watching when I left. I came back and there was 1 person watching, and I'm like, oh my god, someone came while I was gone, and then when they entered chat, that was just in front of the camera. Okay. So we have a lot going on here. I think that's a completed trapezoid. So we could complete the hex. I think. Yeah, okay. Awesome. And now we do Oh wait, no, it's... I went on this cubing stream where there's a plushie staring into my soul when I clicked it. Yeah, exactly. Okay, purple, blue. Okay. Oh god. Awesome. And now... Oh boy, I feel like the OPF building is harder for me to recognize. Okay. 147.85, still sub 2. I felt like that one would have been that solve could have very well been much slower. I was kind of concerned about that one. It was shaping up to be kind of slow, but I guess I pulled it. I pulled it in. I brought it home. Oh wait, no, that's L prime. Awesome. Trapezoid already made on green. Oh, there we go. Timer didn't reset when I wanted it to. Okay, insert. Oh, God. Okay, well that's backwards. I couldn't quite see what the color scheme was there for a second, so I needed to make a blind guess. What I'm hoping... Okay, here's something I'm hoping. Like, instead, I mentioned that I might make a force cube of an FTO, right? But I think it might be better to like let's say Yushin makes an FTO, right? If their color scheme is already like if it has these 8 colors, I might just take it apart and then reassemble it the way I normally prefer. But like if it has gray or something instead of like pink, then that means I can't have my normal color scheme. So I'm hoping it's basically all these colors assembled in any way. Better yet, all of these colors assembled the way I already like it, but that's unlikely. Oh God, what is this? Awesome. Now what? Now we have, I think it's this one. Okay, well, right idea, wrong algorithm. Oh God. That was sad. That was very sad. Okay, 224.39. Surprisingly, not the worst solve of the stream. It could have been way worse. In terms of how practicing for WCA is going, I feel like I'm getting a lot better at OPA, but at the same time, I don't know if I should continue practicing it or not. Like, am I gonna get sub 15 inspections by the time I compete? I don't know. It seems unlikely to me right now. But I think mostly what I just need to practice is 7x7, because that'll train me with the other big cubes somewhat, and it's also one of the what's it called? It's also one of the tightest time restrictions there is. I need to shave off like 2 minutes to be able to compete. Or like 4 minutes right now, because I recently started using a different technique and it takes me like 2 minutes slower to solve it. Okay, what do we got? We got these things. Okay. 224.39 is our last time. Let's try to beat that. If we don't beat that, that'll be sad. Oh god. Okay, so we need pink orange. What? Oh, it's right there. Wait, I'm sorry? That's not what I wanted. Okay, now I need purple, red. I'm sorry? That wasn't the right one? 209.90. Okay, so I beat the last time, but I didn't quite make it to sub 1. My recognition has gotten worse, I guess. Getting a little spacey. All right. So let's do the next solve. I think at some point, I'm not ready for it yet, but I really should learn, what's it called? I need to learn how to do, last bottom triple, like in an algorithmic way. Cause I feel like I still use like beginner's techniques for that step. Why not now BL prime? Oh wait, whoops. Awesome. Yeah, white's looking pretty good. Wait, is that? Yeah, that's the right color. I wasn't sure for a second. Okay. Oh boy. Let's just make this not a 2-flip case, and then 117.94. 117.94. All right. So I really hope that pretty soon I'll start averaging under a minute with this. Okay, the more I think about this puzzle, the more I think about how there's no good one that is mass produced, you know? I just keep thinking like, I don't know why, like I just keep thinking like it would be a lot more fun if there was one that felt better. Not this. Wait, no, it's BR. I keep seeing B. I keep seeing BR, and I keep doing either B or R instead of BR. And once again, I forget what the notation is for FTO, because like FTO is like skew, but in the sense that the scramble notation is different from the notation. So whenever I see BR and stuff like that, I don't need to worry about it unless, yeah. Okay, so I get a blue blue trap pretty easily, and then I could turn that into a blue hex. Where is, okay. Ah! Okay, here we go. Now we get white. Where's the orange? Why are they both over there? That's frustrating. I need blue like that, and another white. And then we need purple, which we can get like right there. And then insert. Okay, I believe. Yeah. Okay, I was correct. I wonder if you could do like half centers on this. I mean, it's probably not very useful, but oh boy, I'm having a major brain fart. I just stared at that piece for like 5 seconds. I'm like, what do I do? Okay. $157.03. That surprises me because I thought that was a pretty good solve. I guess it's because of those pauses. Oh boy. Something weird, or something I haven't brought up before, is I kind of use different 3x3 methods for different shape mods. So like I mentioned, I made up my own method for Ghost Cube, like kind of like a meta type of thing, like combined with ZZ. It's very strange, and it's not a good method on the 3x3. But the whole point of it is so I could recognize the pieces that I need to recognize on a Ghost Cube. And then there's Master Morphics, which I kind of use CFCE with. Like, I don't use Rue or ZZ or Petrus, so I feel like making a cross on the Master Morphics is best. And then there's Mirror Blocks, which I learned how to do ZZ on Mirror Blocks, but I forgot. And Inspection is hard when you want to do ZZ, so I just use, like, Rue. And I'm saying all of this, I don't know, I guess just because 3x3 shape mods are kind of on my mind right now. Also, I never truly learned how to solve a Master Morphics. Like, I did it without help, like I did it without looking anything up, because, you know, it's essentially a 3x3. Like, why would I need to look anything up? But, like, last layer algorithms are weirder. And, like PLL is different, and, like, corners are different because there's the two corners that are, like, identical, like, no matter how you flip them. And it's... So, like, I feel like there's a different type of last layer I need to learn if I want to speed solve that puzzle. Okay, let's go with yellow. Oh wait, huh? Okay, there we go. I was also, I don't know, I talked about my writing previously a bunch. Like, whenever I feel like it, I talk about, like, what I'm writing and what I'm up to. And I've just been binging Trope Talk videos. Like, I will say writing advice videos and, stuff like that, it doesn't often help you write. Like, writing advice is more for editing. But, hang on. Uh, 124.94. But, Trope Talk, like the series Trope Talks by Overly Sarcastic Productions, I don't know, it's been helping me recently. Like, I think what I used to do when I wrote is I'd hear, like, either a trope or something I thought was interesting, and then I'd hyper-focus on it and try to make that trope, like, the centerpiece of the story. But I think tropes are, like, a bunch of just elements and building blocks I could use for a story. Or, like, I could potentially use or, like, deviate from in order to make a story. And, oh, what else was I gonna say? My brain is like super weird right now. And then there's but I sort of realized recently that uh that like I basically need to, like, it sort of comes from the expression like write what you know, right? Like people like I don't like that expression because like it implies that you should like just write what you know, but it's really just about like writing from your experience or writing like what you're feeling. Like instead of writing about like the apocalypse, you can write about that if you want, but you write about like you write about the apocalypse with in mind how your world may be ending, or like what it would feel like for your world to end, you know? Writing what you know isn't really about writing what you know, you know? It's about like writing what you feel. Or like keeping what you know in mind while writing. And it's something that I've kind of abandoned a while ago, but I learned that it's very important. Oh god. Anyway. What the hell? What the hell? Why were those both solved already? And what is this? What? Huh? What is that scramble? And now I'm gonna immediately forget what I need to do and mess everything up. Okay. Red. It needs to go on top. What the hell? That solve was really good until the last bottom triple, and then I fricked everything. Or not that I fricked everything up, that was just a difficult case. $135.58. Okay, so what else was I saying? That's all of my coffee. So, I don't know, I was talking about writing and writing what you know, and yeah, it's like really sorry, my brain is like super not here. It's but like I guess basically what I'm saying is I have story concepts I like, and then I have things that maybe I'd want to address in writing. And for a long time I feel like I've been keeping those things separate, and it's just been hard to come to the realization, or like to the like it's just been hard to remember that I need to keep both the story, plot, and world elements, like story, plot, and world elements, and my experience in mind when I'm writing. That's okay. That's the end of that conversation. It took me a long time to get to the end of that because I kept forgetting what I was thinking. If I do, I could make a trap here. Okay. Ah. Nope. I keep getting like weird pops right now. Okay, awesome. And then that. $124.83. I feel like okay, that sort of tells me that last time tells me that a lot of my solving does come down to I don't know, like like you need efficiency, and then you need efficiency, and then you need like TPS in order to solve fast. Like you need both of those things. This pass solve, I don't know how efficient or inefficient I was, but I was turning pretty slowly. So the problem is I don't think I can turn much faster, because even when I was turning slowly, I got some weird pops. Awesome. Okay, yellow's looking pretty good once again. $124.83. I keep just seeing the time at the bottom, and then I want to say the time out loud, even though it's just there because I forgot to reset the timer. Oh boy. Here we go. No? Okay. Okay. We need purple. Okay, red. Uh, 119.37. I don't really. Ah, man, I feel bad for ending the stream early, but my brain is really fried right now. Like, I feel like you could tell from, like, me slowing down and not talking as much and stuff like that. I really can't think. So, yeah, I guess we're gonna end 8 minutes early, and I feel bad about that, but I really just can't think right now. Thank you guys for watching. Tomorrow we'll do some square one solves, and hopefully we'll improve there. Maybe I'll learn a few new algs if I feel like it. Take care.